Okay, I got my powder coated boolets, 50 cal bullets, in my reloading room, and I got the 501 sizer on the press here, and I ran a few through. Now the one thing that I don't see very often, I don't remember seeing ever when people show their powder coated bullets, is when they size them, what they look after they size them. And you would think that all the edges that go through the sizer would get scraped off, but you'd be surprised. So here's what they look like. You powder coat them first, run it through the sizer. There you go. Another one. Now this one just came out of the sizer, and it does kind of rub a little bit off, but not enough to where it's bare lead. And what you want to do is you're trying to control the leading of the bullet when you use lube. So in essence, yeah, this will be suitable for shooting and minimize the leading. And this powder coat is pretty tough. Let me run another one through. Let me show you. May show you one of the one of the bullets that had the balls. Had a couple of balls stuck to it, so I think I'll leave it like that. I just kind of put it on my reloading bench. Oh, and for CW Longshot, he's got a little rubber ducky on top of one of his presses, so yeah, I got my little rubber ducky. And it goes on. I usually have it on top of my powder hopper, but for now it just sits on top of the bench there. It's interesting how a lot of reloading people who reload, reloading people are people who reload, have kind of the same setup. I'm going to swing you around here. So this is my reloading bench area. So I got my bullets here. I got all my dies set up in the turrets up here. I got stuff up there, and I think it just comes down to ergonomics, where whatever it's filtered down to what works for reloading, and great minds think alike. So the setup usually doesn't change much between different reloaders, among different reloaders. So final synopsis, they look good. So I'm going to look up the kind of have to do a little what they call rough guesstimation on what the powder charge is going to be. Most 500 load data, or 50 AE load data, is for 300 grain. These are 360 grains. That's pretty significant, but I'm not out to do any kind of competition shooting. I'm just trying to get something that'll fit on the casing and go boom. So here's my reloading manual, and it has 50 Action Express. All the bullets that they have data for are 300 grain jacketed, or 300 grains. Oh, there's a 325. Maybe I'll use that data. And so there's only one page of 50 AE. Yeah. So there's only one page of 50 AE. So I'll have to do some rough guesstimations on what kind of powder to use. I'm probably going to use Bullseye. So I have to look, and 2400 is a powder that is used for 44 Magnum. So I'm going to have to see what powder 44 Magnum has for 2400 and see if there's a comparable load using Bullseye. I also have Blue Dot, and these are slower burning powders, and Bullseye is a faster burning powder, but like I said, I'm not trying to squeeze a lot of velocity, so if I reduce the load, I might be able to get a workable load. I have already loaded a couple, and I'm not going to tell you how much powder or what kind of powder I'm putting in there, because YouTube will probably have a fit. But these casings have a lot of surface area, so I do have to lube them up a little bit with some petroleum jelly. And plus, I just kind of run them back and forth just to make sure that I don't put too much pressure all at once. There we go. And that is deprimed. Put my primer in. And I'm going to charge the powder. Get my bullet, my powder coated bullet. Oh, did I run it through the sizer? I don't think so. Alright, size it. Or the flaring tool. There you go. Now it's in there. And there you have it. .58E reloaded with a cast 360 grain lead powder coated bullet. So next time you see me, we'll be out at the range to see how it works. Okay, moment of truth. I've got one round of the 50AE powder coated bullet 360 grain in my magazine for my Desert Eagle, and let me show you what the bore looks like before I shoot it. It's no magazine, it's unloaded. Here, just for some of yous out there. See? Alright. Now, I'm gonna look in the bore view. Let me go out in the sun here. Let's see. Looks pretty clear. I can't see it, but anyway, that's what it looks like. We'll get one round and we'll take a see what it looks like after I chewed it for Artisan Tony to see if it fouls up the barrel. Alright, hang on. Okay, going hot. Oh yeah. She works good. Didn't cycle it all the way, so doesn't have enough oomph to lock the slide back, but it works. Alright, doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I don't see any fouling. So, yeah, it's a winner. It just doesn't have enough oomph to cycle back, but it's definitely a little more manageable on the recoil. And yeah, you may have to rack it every time, but I've had to kind of push it forward after every shot because the Cerakote is still hindering a full battery. So yeah, I like it. Now that deserves